We're going to talk about next week. Let's start with our District of Doom, Lindale. I'm echoing myself. At Pine Tree. Give me your diagnosis of this game next week.
Well, first off, got to give a shout out to my alma mater, the Lindale Eagles. They got a dub on homecoming. You don't lose on homecoming.
That's why you schedule who you schedule.
That's right. So big win for the Lindale Eagles. But yeah, a big win for Coach Cochran and the Eagles tonight over Maybank. I believe they shut out Maybank. So big win for Lindale there. They need wins. We talked about it last week. They need wins to get into the playoff with the loss to Chapel Hill that they took and a loss to Kilgore. Pine Tree tonight, we just talked about it. Pine Tree got a big win over Chapel Hill tonight. So they move to 3-1 in district play. When you look at that, Chapel Hill falls to 3-2. Lindale at 2-2. So you got Pine Tree at 3-1, Lindale 2-2, and then you got Henderson sitting there at 3-1. Kilgore is sitting there at, I believe they won tonight, so 4-1. So yeah, this district, Coleman, is a big one, but this is a big game in this district. Pine Tree trying to keep going forward to try and grab a share of that district title. Lindale fighting for a playoff spot.
Well, these teams, they beat up each other.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? They're battle fatigued. They're battle fatigued and they're battle tested.
Yeah.
And we're going to now really see some we've been seeing an exciting brand of ball up to this point. Now it's going to be turned up a notch.
Yeah.
Because the stakes are higher.
There's 2 games left, Coleman. After this week, there's 2 games left in the regular season.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
It's crazy.
This season has flown by, dude. I don't like it at all.
I remember August 29th.
Yeah.
August 29th, you know.
I don't like that at all.
But we'll see what happens because the excitement's there, the support is there. And it's funny how things are going to settle and fall into place here.
Well, and you also don't want, you don't want Pine Tree to have a letdown after this Chapel Hill. There was a lot of hype. It was the game of the week for sake, but there was a lot of hype around this game against Chapel Hill. Taking down Chapel Hill, who's kind of been one of the big dogs in this district for the past few years. That's a big win for Pine Tree.
Well, it is.
Do you have a letdown next week? I don't think so. It's senior night. You're playing another big district game against Lindale, who's not going to go in there and lay down. They're going to fight. They're going to fight you. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right.